Barnaby, welcome back to the channel. We're here today at Golf Town in Bangkok, and today I'm just going to run through my bag and do a bit of a gap test. If you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe and like this video. So I just wanted to start this video off and say, for anyone that hasn't tried this already, I would highly recommend going and trying to gap test your clubs on a simulator. It was very eye-opening for me. There was a lot of things that I thought I was doing right that turned out to be wrong, and there's also a few things which you'll see towards the end of the video that I found out that were quite shocking to me. I've definitely learnt a lot from doing it, and there's a few things I'll be looking to change in my bag as a result of it. The other thing I did want to note is I do play with a 60-degree lob wedge and a 55-degree sand wedge. I chose to leave these out of the video as I never hit full shots with them. They're always partial feel-based shots, so I didn't really see the value in including them in the test. The other thing you'll notice at the start of this video is I do test a 52-degree gap wedge and also my current gamer, which is a 50-degree wedge. The reasoning behind this was just pure curiosity. I own both of them and I really just wanted to see what the difference in distance was between the two clubs. So this is my 46-degree pitching wedge. I've actually had the loft on this bent to 45 degrees. The loft gaps on my 7-iron right through to my 60-degree lob wedge are 5-degree increments. So here I'm testing my 9-iron, it's a Mizuno JPX 919 hot metal. Next up we have my 8-iron, it's also a Mizuno JPX 919 hot metal. This is a club I'll always pull out if I have a distance that's slightly longer than my pitching wedge, say around 110. I normally go with this and prefer to hit it a bit softer. So next up we have my 7-iron, this is the last of the JPX 919 hot metals. This is probably my least favourite club in the bag. I know a lot of people love their 7-irons, I absolutely hate it. It's just not a club I feel comfortable with. I'm much more comfortable with my woods and my hybrids. Here we have my 6-iron replacement. It's a 30-degree Ping G400 hybrid. This is definitely one of my go-to clubs. Here we have my 5-iron replacement. It's a 26-degree hybrid. I also really love this club. It's one of the first clubs I bought and really got used to. I use this club a lot on approach shots for long par 4s. It definitely seems to stop really quickly on the green, just providing I actually hit it. So finally we have my 4-iron replacement, which is a 22-degree hybrid. I honestly don't use this club very much. It goes roughly the same distance as my 7-wood. This is something I use if I am far out, stuck in the rough. Otherwise, if I was on the fairway, I would always opt to go with a softer 7-wood. So next up we have my 7-wood. It is a 22-degree ping G400 SFT. This is my favorite and most reliable club. I use this if I am anywhere between 180 and 200 yards out. I also use this on long par 3s as well. I feel like this definitely goes the straightest out of all the clubs I have, and I feel the most comfortable with it. So next I have my 3-wood. It's a 16-degree ping SFT G400. It's a bit more like a 4-wood, to be honest. This is the club I use off the tee the most, and I also use it on long par 5s. Finally, we have my driver. It's a tailor-made M3 with an 8.5-degree head. You'll see in the video as well, I have 2 shafts I'm currently using, switching between. One of them is a 42-inch shaft that I've cut down that I had in my mini driver, and the other one is a standard length Atlas Red that came with the club. I'm having varying degrees of success with both of the shafts, really just depending on the day, but I think the main thing I need to work on is actually my delivery. Okay, so now for the summary. There was 2 things that stood out to me massively when I did this test, and they're things that I didn't really expect at all. The first thing was that I carry my pitching wedge 3 yards further than my 9-iron. Obviously this presents a massive problem, and it also explains a few issues that I've run into when I've been playing before. At the moment, as it stands, my 9-iron is effectively redundant. And the reason you might be asking why this has happened really gets back to why you should pay a professional club fitter. I bought my 7, 8 and 9 iron online, and I tried to fit myself. I decided that I needed my shafts to be cut down by ½ an inch. As it would turn out, this has been a terrible idea, and is what I believe has lost me distance in this case. So the second issue I found was with my 3-wood and my driver. As you can see in the summary table, I carry them both the same distance, and I actually get more rollout with my 3-wood. So at this point, there is no advantage to me using my driver. After seeing the stats, I'm well aware that this is not a performance issue with the equipment, but rather with me, the player. Finally, here's a quick look at my groupings with all my clubs. Other than the 2 issues I previously mentioned, there doesn't seem to be too many issues with my grouping. There is definitely overlap between all of my clubs, but that's something I'm fine with at the moment. The main problem I have is dispersion. If I keep working on my technique and improve my dispersion, I believe that some of the overlap will also go away. Finally, I just wanted to reiterate the point. If you haven't already, I would highly recommend that you go and do a gap test. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.